So then, by the time we're older, we hear about the spiritual path, we hear about something called the ego, and then we hear the ego is evil. You have to kill the ego. But it's extremely difficult. It's so hard to kill the ego. And if you're a Buddhist especially, well, if you're a Christian, it's not possible. Only through going to heaven, if you're lucky, then maybe. And in Buddhism, there's the concept is there, but it's not. It takes 50 lifetimes if you're a Buddhist. For the really advanced ones, 49 lifetimes. But it's very, very, very difficult to kill the ego, isn't it? Why? Because we believe there's something called an ego based on original sin. Now there's an ego, and it's been here my whole life. This ego's been here my whole life. Well, has it? I say no. I say it comes and goes 1,000 times a day, like any other movement. Because many times every day, you're not attending to yourself. There's nothing, maybe just sitting there, being, or something else. There isn't a birth of self happening. So I say there wasn't just one birth of self when you were 3 months old or whatever. There are constant births of self. From that first birth, that's why I call it original sin. It's the first of millions of sin that happens to the human being throughout the course of a lifetime. Well, that's good news. Why? Because that means there is no ego that has to be killed. There is no ego. There's only a movement of identification coming and going, like every other movement is coming and going. Identified, not identified. Identified, not identified. Born, unborn. Born, unborn. What a holiday is unborn.